Good morning. You were expecting, on the schedule, a lovely woman to speak with you at this point. Instead, you get Darth Vader. And risk management. Nobody likes risk management. Nobody likes to talk about risk management. And as you'll find on the road, the undergraduates loathe the very discussion point of risk management. On the other hand, we do it because why? We care. And my presentation is set up. You can take any point you want. Remember, nothing else. Whatever resonates with you is going to resonate with our undergraduates. Number one, policies, rules, and procedures are important. But we do risk management. Why? Because we care. We care deeply about our undergraduates. We care about our alumni. And most importantly, we care. Push comes to shove. Dave Westol, Director of Policy Interpretation for FIPG, says, I don't care about policy. What I care is keeping our kids alive. I care about keeping us out of the headlines in a negative context. I care about making good decisions and choices. So we keep it simple. Every rule, policy, and procedure, every clause, sentence, and term in all the risk management policies, whether you are FIPG or not, has a death, a terrible, tragic accident or situation behind it. Some of the policies and rules have more than just one. I don't like reading about those. But if you Google, like I do every morning, during the school year especially, you will find incident after incident after incident. 2 years ago, 2008, 2009, the worst year any of us can remember. For men's fraternities, for young men joining, 6 young men died. 6 of them. 5 related to alcohol, a different 5 within that set, in my opinion, hazing, no doubt about it. It didn't have to happen. That's part of risk management. Encouraging and teaching and emphasizing, but the fact of the matter is, for our 18 and 19-year-olds, this is all new to them. Your advantage now, as consultants, you can say, we know. This is why we have these rules in place. You may not like the rules, may not like the policy, but we need you to help us make good choices. Common sense, logic, and care trump rules and policies every time. Doesn't mean we ignore the policies. It does mean that at 2:12 a.m., policies don't matter anymore. Now it's time for someone to stand up, stop being a bystander. When I was chief executive of my fraternity, had a standing rule with our undergraduates. Always call. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Always call. They would get these calls. 3:10 a.m. Brother Westol. They're trying to play the brotherhood card. I'd say, this is Dave. Brother Westol. This is Dave. We can do this all night. We have a little problem. And I'd say, if it was little, you wouldn't be calling me at 3:10 in the morning. And then you'd hear in the background, car 54. And I go, yeah. We have an issue. Okay, let's talk about it. You are going to be in that position, I guarantee you, at least once this year, maybe more than once. And that is because your undergraduates are looking for help, leadership, and guidance, as Colleen indicated. They are looking for someone to help them through a difficult situation. That is where we need you to step up. But more importantly, you need to vest our undergraduates with that encouragement and that leadership. And that courage to say, we're going to do the right things. Never ever stop teaching and educating our members about risk management. Easy for you to find, and we heard about it on Sunday, risk management on the road from MJ Insurance. They make available a number of case studies for the women's groups to use. That resonates with our undergraduates. I've never found anything that works better than case studies. And again, you can show them Yes, maybe you don't do things this way, but here's what happened at such and such a campus. True that. That is exactly what is going to resonate with them. Give the leaders in the chapter. You and I know three things. Number one, not everybody in the chapter is going to buy into risk management. Number two, those that do tend to be your more responsible leaders. And number three, you've got to give them some things to work with. Give them those case studies. Men's groups, you have ample resources through your insurance carriers and others. We're going to talk in a few minutes about some information from one of the large insurance carriers for many of the men's fraternities, FRMT, through Willis, HRH, North America. And that is another great source for information. Give the undergraduates some examples and teach through those case studies. 5. Sensitive topic for some of you. Example is not the best form of leadership. Example is the only form. When I get out in the middle of the field, Friday night, referee, white hat, bring those captains together, I say, gentlemen, I use that quote every Friday night. Play this game hard, play it clean, play it fair. You're the captains. Knock each other down, help each other up. That's my point to them. And you know what? It works. It works. And I use Albert Einstein's quote. Translation for you today. You are the example of your national organization. People are looking at you. How does that play into risk management? Because you can't get up in front of your undergraduate sisters or brothers and say, we want to encourage you to make good choices about the use of alcohol. Don't get into situations where you shouldn't be, and then go out drinking with them at night. You're going to hear some fraternity sorority professionals today. And many's the time when I was executive director, and even today, when I talk with some of them and they say, yeah, consultant from a particular national organization visited my campus, and I saw that individual out that night drinking with the undergraduates. And the following morning, that individual showed up 10 minutes late to my office and was in sorry shape. And when I asked, gee, it looked like a pretty busy night, the individual, the consultant, said, well, I was working late. You have a choice to make there. I'm not here to tell you one way or the other. When I was exec of my fraternity, I said, absolutely no alcohol with the undergraduates at any time. For a simple reason. You cannot get your credibility back. Once you lose it, you can't get it back. Choice for you. And I'm not here to pass judgment either way. Just encouraging you, if you're going to do that, you are going to use great discretion. But you cannot get your credibility back. The undergraduates are watching you, they're looking at you, they're checking you out. They are going to find out very quickly whether you are true to your word. That is how that plays out as a consultant. For the men, my advice, do a lexicon check. If you start using the term girls, you'd better get rid of it. It is now women. It is now women. You go up in front of a Panhellenic council and you say, yeah, we thought you girls could help us in recruiting. You are going to have a radical vasectomy. Help us out. You are a professional now. How many of you graduated from college? I'll use Dan Rona's line. Yes, we all have. Guess what? You're no longer an undergraduate. That means we expect great things of you. Number 6, key aspect for risk management. Closed events, keep the idiots out. Use guest lists. Use members to monitor who gets in. Men's groups, I'm looking at you. Use members to monitor who gets in. Don't breathe my air and put some freshman mobile home design major with a declared minor of video game development at the front door, along with a big box of Clearasil, and expect him to check people in and out. And he's going, I don't think you can come in here. I don't see your name on my guest list. Great. And in come the women. Hey, come on in, you know. No. I want to see members. I want to see seniors and juniors. You got brotherhood. You got sisterhood. This is where it pays off. And if something happens outside, let it stay outside. As we'll see in a moment, fights are trending up, assault and battery cases, claims for our liability insurance carriers, and guns